Good morning, everyone. This is Ajay. Welcome back to Let Us Learn. This is your online classroom. I hope you are using this platform to continue your learning during these difficult times. Let us start our journey with another new topic to improve our using English in speaking and writing. Before begin our today's topic, I will give you a situation. Suppose we read a English newspaper or listen to English news channels. We come across new words which we are not familiar with. What happened then? Yes, we may not understand what we have read or what we have listened. What it indicates? Yes, we need to concentrate on improving our vocabulary in English. What it indicates? We need to concentrate on to improve our vocabulary in English. Then you may ask, what is the use of improving our vocabulary? So today's topic is vocabulary. This is the part of CCP third semester syllabus. Let us focus on what is the use of English, improving vocabulary in English, and how can we improve our vocabulary. Today focus on these two topics. What is the use of improving our vocabulary and how can we improve our vocabulary. So come to first question. What is the use of improving vocabulary? Yes, learning new words in English systematically sharpen your thinking. Learning new words means here or improving your vocabulary in English. Learning new words in English systematically sharpens your thinking and improve the facility of using English. If you improve vocabulary, that improves the facility of using English and also enables you to express your thoughts effectively. These are the main uses of improving our vocabulary in English. If you improve your vocabulary in English, that gives some uses. Learning new words in English systematically sharpens your thinking and improve the facility of using English and enables you to express your thoughts effectively. Then you may ask, how can we improve our vocabulary in English? Okay, there is no hard and fast rule to improve our vocabulary, but there are some ways are there to improve our vocabulary in English. So we may consider the some areas where we can improve our vocabulary. Okay, the first one is using a dictionary regularly. That is one area. So to improve our vocabulary, using a dictionary regularly, learning root words. Okay, learning the use and meaning of prefixes and suffixes. You know about prefixes, suffixes. Prefix means before the word, suffix after we adding word. Okay, so let us learn all these details in upcoming classes. Next, learning one word substitutes. Okay, we can consider these 4 areas to improve our vocabulary in English. First one is using a dictionary regularly, learning root words, learning the use and meanings of prefixes and suffixes, and learning one word substitutes. Okay, these areas may consider to improve our vocabulary in English. Always keep in mind there is no hard and fast rules to improve our vocabulary, but these are some areas we can improve our vocabulary, to learn new words. Improve vocabulary means to learn new words. What is the use of improve our vocabulary? We have discussed. Okay, we can express our thoughts easily, okay, effectively. That is one area. Next one, it sharpens your mind. Okay, it widens your mind, it sharpens your mind by using vocabulary. Next, and improves the felicity of using English. These are the areas. So we can improve by improving your vocabulary. Okay, so in today's class we will focus on the first area of improving vocabulary, that is using a dictionary to improve vocabulary. Okay, improving vocabulary through a dictionary. Okay, what we have discussed. So vocabulary, improving vocabulary is an important aspect to improve using English, whether it is in speaking or writing, as we have discussed. Okay, by improving your vocabulary, there are many uses. Okay, so we can express our thoughts effectively. That is one case. Next, we improve the felicity of using English. That is another area. The most important is it sharpens our mind, our thinking process. These are the uses of improving your vocabulary. So there are different ways are there to improve our vocabulary, as we have discussed. There is no hard and fast rule. So we have considered some areas. 4 areas are there. So the first area is improving vocabulary through a dictionary. Today's class we will focus on how to improve vocabulary to a dictionary. So what is the dictionary? What is a dictionary? What do we find in a dictionary? Is it only meanings? How can we improve our language skills using good dictionary? Think about this. What is the dictionary? What do we find in a dictionary? Is it only meanings? How can we improve our language skills using a good dictionary? So today we will discuss on these topics. Okay, first, what is the dictionary? Yes, as you know, dictionary is a different book that containing list of words of language arranged in alphabetical order, as well as information about the words. In simple definition is dictionary is a reference book which contains a list of words in a language, whether it may be English, Telugu or any other language. Every language has its own dictionaries, and there are many types of dictionaries also there. Okay, basically dictionary is a reference book which contains a list of words of a certain language. Okay, generally all the words are arranged in alphabetical order, as you know, because you have been using dictionaries so many years. Okay, and not only meanings, that the dictionary is a list of words, not only meanings, as well as it has some information about words, all the words. Okay, what is a dictionary? Dictionary is a reference book containing a list of words of a language arranged in alphabetical order, as well as information about the words. Okay, so dictionary helps learners understand various words and develop their vocabulary. That is also an important usage. A dictionary helps learners, helps us, because we are all learners, helps us understand various words and develop our vocabulary by using dictionary. Okay, so let us focus on some features of good dictionary. So as you know, there are many different kinds of dictionaries are there. Okay, many different kinds of dictionaries are there. So every good dictionary has some features. So today we focus on those features. So what is the first feature is alphabetical order, as you know. So dictionary is a list of words usually arranged in alphabetical order. Alphabetical order, that is the most common thing in every dictionary. It's a common feature. Words are arranged alphabetically. This is the most common feature of a dictionary on any dictionary. That is the first feature, alphabetical order. Next, meanings. As you know, a word meaning or meanings, we can find uh, meaning or meanings of a certain word in dictionary. That is another feature. So a word can have multiple meanings sometimes. Okay, if you look up into the dictionary, so for a word, so it may have many meanings, multiple meanings. So we can in every good dictionary we can find all the other meanings of the word. So a word can have multiple meanings. A good dictionary gives all the meanings of a word. For example, talent. Talent means natural power, that is one meaning, or to do something well. Natural power or to do something well. These are two meanings. Okay, in a dictionary, so we can find meanings of the word. That is another feature of the dictionary. Okay, preview, view of a film, etc. before it is shown to the general public. That is the meaning of preview. Okay, movie previews like. Okay, in dictionary, first feature is alphabetical order. So that is a common feature of every dictionaries. Second one is we can find meaning or meanings in a dictionary. In some words have more than one meaning or multiple meanings. So in a good dictionary we can find all the meanings in a dictionary. That is another feature. Next, word class, that is another feature of dictionary. First one is alphabetical order. Second, we can find meaning or meanings of the word. Next one is word class. What is word class? Yes, word class means word family. A dictionary provides about the word family or word class. That is parts of speech, as we have discussed in the previous sessions about parts of speech. Every word has as its own duty in a sentence. That is a parts of speech. Okay, same word may have different duties in different situations. Okay, so in a dictionary we can find the word class. Okay, which part of, for example, one word is there, so we can find which class this word belongs to, like. Okay, a dictionary provides about the word family or word class, that is parts of speech and family division of a word. We can find the parts of speech of the word in dictionary. For example, iron. Iron is a word. Observe in the dictionary, iron. So bracket, what is there in the slide? N means noun. Iron is used as noun. First meaning. Meaning is iron. What is the meaning? A common hard metal used to make steel. And a tool made of iron to press clothes. That is also iron. Okay, iron box. Two meanings are there here. As a noun, iron here, iron work as a noun. So we are focusing on word class of iron. Iron is, what is the first class? First duty here is noun. Iron as a noun. A common hard metal used to make steel. That is one meaning. Second meaning is a tool that made of iron to press cloths. That is iron. That is another meaning. So let us focus on another word class. Here iron is a verb. We have seen two meanings for noun. Iron as a noun. Now same iron, the word iron used as a verb. Iron means here verb, to make cloth smooth with iron. Okay, to make cloth smooth with an iron, pressing close. That is, here observe, iron is a word. It is used as it has two word families. First one is noun, second one is verb. So in every good dictionary you can find the word family of words. This is the another usage of using dictionary. So that in this way we can improve our vocabulary. So we can use iron in two ways. One is as a noun, one is as verb. So by using dictionary we can improve vocabulary. Okay, we can know word class. For example, water. Okay, water, water, water. We can use water as a noun and water as a verb. Okay, I drink water. I drink water. Here observe. I drink water. Here observe the word water. Water is a noun. Same. I water the plants. I water the plants. Here observe. Here water is a verb. Okay, in the first sentence I drink water. Here water is used as a noun. In second example, I water the plants. Here water is a verb. Here word water has two word families. One is a noun, one is a verb. Like that. By referring dictionary regularly, we can improve our vocabulary. Okay, this is another feature of using a dictionary, a good dictionary. First one is alphabetical order, that is a common feature. Second, we can find meaning or meanings of a word, that is another feature. Third feature is word class. We can find word class, parts of speech of a word. Okay, next let us see another feature of dictionary, spelling. As you know, a good dictionary gives various spellings of a word. So spellings, a good dictionary gives various spellings of a word. For example, color, you can observe COLOUR, color. That is one spelling. COLOR, color, that is another spelling for the same word. So first one COLOUR, color, that is used in our English, British English. In British English, the color spelling is COLOUR, British English. So American English, they simply write COLOR, color. So this is the spellings. Okay, in dictionaries they give spellings, various spellings also. This is one example, color. In British English we write COLOUR, and American English we write COLOR. Like you will find lots of words. So lots of words, those spellings are different in British English and different in American English. Okay, this is another feature. We can find spellings of words, how they are spelled in British English, how they spelled in American English. This is another feature of using vocabulary, using dictionary. Next one, pronunciation. Okay, this is the most important area of using English, because English is not our mother tongue, it is other tongue. So pronouncing English is also an important aspect. Okay, a good dictionary uses phonetic symbols. If you find a good dictionary, so not only word meanings, you will find phonetic symbols also there. By using the symbols you can pronounce the words correctly, how the native speakers speak them. Okay, so pronunciation is an important area of using English. Okay, so a good dictionary uses phonetic symbols. They help us in pronouncing words correctly as native speakers. The dictionary also gives us various variations in pronunciation of words. Here also, as like spellings, the pronunciation is also different from British English to American English, and some regional English some regional English. Okay, pronunciation is also different from American English to British English. For example, garage. Okay, so observe the pronunciation of these two words, two English, British English and American English. So in British English, two areas are there. Okay, garage, that is one, garage. So in American English, how you pronounce the word garage? In American English, we pronounce garage. So in British English, garage. Like so, the pronunciation is also different from British English to American English for words. So by using dictionary, okay, we can improve our pronunciation skills. As you know, pronunciation is very important. How we pronounce the words, that is the most important area in using English. In speaking, pronunciation comes in speaking. How you pronounce words, how you pronounce languages. Okay, the pronunciation different from American to British. Okay, by using dictionary we can learn pronunciation skill, how a word is pronounced in American English, how it is pronounced in British English. So by using a dictionary we can find the pronunciations of those words. That is another way of improving our vocabulary through a dictionary. So pronunciation is also a part of dictionary, good feature of dictionary. Now word stress, that is also another feature of good dictionary. If you want a good speaker, so you have to stress on some words. Okay, on some words. Words is a combination of symbols, syllables. Some words are monosyllabic. Only one syllable is there. Some words are two syllables, bisyllables. Some are more than two. Okay, like so in that case, some in words. So you while using words, sometimes we stress on some syllables. Some words we stress on first syllable, some words we stress on last syllable, some words we stress on middle syllables, like that. So based on the words. So by using dictionary we can know the stress where we have to stress in the word. Word stress is another feature we find in a dictionary. For instance, the word protest is there. Protest as the stress on first syllable as a noun and on second syllable as a verb. So observe, protest is a word. Okay, while as word family we can use protest as a noun and as a verb. Okay, protest has two meanings. So already we have discussed in word family. Okay, word class, parts of speech. Protest is a word, so sometimes it can be used as a noun and sometimes it can be used as a verb. So in both the cases, while using as a noun and while using as a noun as a verb, though the stress is varies. For example, so observe the first one, protest. First one using as a noun. So we stressed on the first syllable pro. Okay, we emphasize, you stressed on protest. Like second word class, that is when we used protest as a verb. Protest. Here we focused, we stressed on second syllable, that is test. Protest. Like while using as a noun protest, we focused on, we stressed on pro. Good. So by using dictionary we can find word stress. So this is also part of improving your vocabulary. Okay, while using as a noun, while using as a verb, where we have to stress, where we have to where we need not to stress. Like this is another feature of dictionary. Next one, usage. This is the most important part of using vocabulary. Okay, Always keep in mind, expanding your vocabulary doesn't mean learning definitions, okay, or memorizing unrelated words. Always keep in mind, usage is important. Expanding your vocabulary doesn't mean learning the definitions of words or memorizing unrelated words. Usage is important. In every good dictionary you can find the usage of the word. For example, iron, observe, iron, so as a noun, already we have discussed iron is a word that can be used as a noun and used as a verb, okay, in word class. Iron is a word, but it has two duties. It can be used as a noun in one case. In second case, it can be used as a verb. For example, how can we use iron as a noun? Iron, this board is had as hard as iron. Observe one example. Usage, iron is noun, so one example sentence is there. Usage is always important. Not only simply memorize the words or learning the meanings of the word. That is another part. The most important part is how to use the word. Then only we can improve our vocabulary. So only simply know the meanings of the words or memorizing the words of no use. Always know the usage of words. That is the most important part of improving our vocabulary. So usage in a good dictionary we can find usage of the words. For example, iron is a word, so it has two duties. One is it is used as a noun and it is used as a verb. So observe two examples are there. As a noun, this board is as hard as iron. Like water, I drink water. I drink water. Here water is a word. Here we use as a noun. I drink water. Here water is a noun. Next case, I water the plants. Here I water the plants. Here water is used as a verb. What is the same word? In the first example it is as a noun. Here I water the plants. I water the plants. Here water means here a word, action. What is my action? Water the plants. Okay, here it is a verb. So that is the example. Usage. What is the usage? I water the plants. I drink water. I water the plants. These are usage examples. Iron, come to iron. Please iron this shirt for me. Please iron this shirt for me. Here what is action? Iron is a action. Please iron this shirt for me. Observe the difference of meanings between the two sentences. When iron is used as a noun, when iron is used as a verb. Okay, like that. In good dictionary we can find examples of usage, how the words are using. Okay, good dictionary always gives the usage of the word. Okay, usage is important in improving our vocabulary. Always keep in mind, expanding your vocabulary, improving vocabulary doesn't mean know the definitions of the words or memorizing the meanings. Usage is important. Okay, next one, uncountable or countable. This is the another feature of good dictionary. Uncountable, countable, as we have discussed in parts of speech about nouns. Nouns are two categories, uncountable and countable. Okay, based on form. So as we have discussed in nouns, types of nouns. Okay, common nouns can be divided into different categories based on form and based on meaning. For example, based on form, that is uncountable and countable. Uncountable means we can't count. Countable means we can count 1, 2, 3, 4. Like uncountable, we can't count. For example, water, rice, 1 water, 2 water, 3 water, we can't count. But we can count them using some countable words. Measurement, as we have discussed in the previous sessions, 1 kg of rice, 1 liter of water, like that. 1 kg, 1 liter, these are countable words. Okay, so as you know, common nouns can be divided into different categories based on form. They can be divided into countable and uncountable. Uncountable means we can't count them. Countable means we can count 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay, here in a dictionary we find two symbols for a noun. C, which stands for countable, U, which stands for uncountable noun. Okay, that is also we can find in a dictionary. Not only word family, whether it is a word, so or preposition or an adjective or a verb or adverb. Not only this word family, we can find whether the noun is countable or uncountable. That can be also found in dictionary, a good dictionary. This is the another feature of noun. Iron, already we have seen iron. Iron is both used as countable noun and uncountable noun. Okay, let us move to another feature of a good dictionary. This is synonyms. Okay, it is also most important. Synonyms. So if you want to expand your vocabulary, you have to learn, you have to know the synonyms of the word. That is the most important part of improving our vocabulary. Okay, synonyms means words which have similar meanings. Synonyms means which have similar meanings. Okay, so in dictionary we can find synonyms of the words also. Okay, thesaurus is also a dictionary that gives only synonyms and antonyms. A thesaurus is a very useful for learning synonyms. Okay, in a good dictionary we can find synonyms for the word. Synonyms means similar meanings of the word. For example, happy is a word. So observe the synonyms. Happy is a word. It has many synonyms: cheerful, merry, joyful, jovial, delighted, beyond, blithe. Like these are the synonyms. Okay, by using dictionary, so we can learn all these synonyms also. So what it indicates? It indicates we are improving our vocabulary. Not only happy, word happy here. Happy is only one word. By using dictionary, by finding the synonyms, we can learn all these other synonyms, all these other familiar meanings. So we can use them appropriately based on the situation. Okay, like, so this is the another use of good dictionary. Okay, as we have discussed, we can improve vocabulary through a dictionary. So, and dictionary has different features to improve our vocabulary. As part of this, synonyms. Okay, a good dictionary always gives synonyms of the word. Synonyms means similar meanings. A word has different meanings. So a good dictionary gives all the synonyms, all the similar meanings. For example, we have seen happy. It has synonyms: cheerful, cheerful, merry, joyful, jovial, delighted, beyond, blithe. Okay. Next, another good feature of mm, dictionary is antonyms. Already we have discussed synonyms means similar meanings. Antonyms means which are opposite in meaning. Opposite meanings. Synonyms, antonyms. In a good dictionary, we always find synonyms and antonyms. Antonyms means opposite words. Okay. Antonyms are also given in a dictionary, or if you refer thesaurus. Thesaurus is also one type of dictionary that gives antonyms and synonyms of the word. Okay, in a good dictionary we will find not only synonyms, we will find antonyms also. So that means we can improve our vocabulary. For example, one word is there, what are the similar meanings, what are the opposite meanings. So by referring to the dictionary we can expand our vocabulary. Okay, that is, we can find antonyms and synonyms in a dictionary. For example, happy is there. Already we have seen a different words, similar meanings of the happy. So we can find opposite meanings also there: happy, sad, sorrow, like. Okay, happy opposite is sorrow, old, young, new. These are opposites of old, like that. So in using dictionary, we can improve our vocabulary. Okay, so that is also one of the areas how to improve our vocabulary. There are many ways are there, so now we are focusing on one area, that is improving vocabulary through using a dictionary. How dictionary is helpful to us to improve, to expand our vocabulary. So further we have seen a different features. Okay, let us see some more features of a good dictionary. Next, collocations. Okay, collocation. What is collocations? Collocation, a sequence of two or more words that go together. Collocation means a sequence of two or more words that go together. You should learn collocations to make your English sound fluent and natural. That is also important way of improving our vocabulary. We have to learn collocations. Collocations means a sequence of two or more words that go together. So we can learn collocations to make our English sound fluent and natural. For example, abject poverty. Observe these two words. These are two words that always go together. Abject poverty. Well qualified person. A well qualified person. So well qualified person. This is also collocation, comes under collocation. Next, heavy rain. Heavy rain. Okay. Incessant rains. Like these are collocations. By learning collocations, so we can improve our English sound fluent and natural. And collocations also as collocation words. The natural combination of words that occur together is called collocation words. So collocation words also there in English. The natural combination of words, natural combination, okay, of words that come together, that occur together is called collocation of words. Let us find some example. High tea. High tea is a collocation of words. Not tall tree. We never use tall tree. We have to use always high tea. Under a lot of pressure. That is also collocation of words. Under a lot of pressure. That is a collocation. Always use. Always these words come together. So, but not under high pressure. We never use under high pressure. Under a lot of pressure. That is a collocation. By using these collocations, we can improve our English sound fluent, and it becomes very natural as a native speaker. So we have to always focus on using collocations in our speaking. This is also one of the best way to improve our vocabulary. So in using a good dictionary, we can find these collocations of words. Next one, staged a protest. That is a collocation. We never use large day protest. Okay, always we use staged day protest, not large day protest. And we can large day complaint. That is a collocation. Large day complaint, make a complaint. So generally we use as large day complaint, but we never use staged day complaint. Staged day protest and large day complaint. These are collocation of words. These are always go together. Staged day protest, staged day dharna, like, okay. Large day complaint. We never used large day protest, staged day complaint. Okay. By using good dictionary, we can improve our vocabulary. So we have seen how to improve our vocabulary through a dictionary. Okay, so let us review what we have learned today. Okay, so we in today's class we focused on vocabulary, improving vocabulary. So why it is important? Why should we improve our vocabulary? Because learning English words systematically sharpens your thinking. If you improve vocabulary, it can sharpens your thinking. That is one area. Next area is we can express our thoughts effectively, that is another area. And also the improves the felicity of using English. Okay, why should we improve our vocabulary? So every language has its own vocabulary. By learning vocabulary has many uses. Okay, why should we improve vocabulary? The first one is we can express. If you have good vocabulary, if you improve your vocabulary, then only we can express our thoughts effectively. That is one area. Next one, and it sharpens your thinking process, that is another area. And also, so we can improve the felicity of using English. Okay, it advantage using of English. If you know many words, you can express clearly and effectively. So that's why we have to improve our vocabulary. So how can we improve vocabulary? This is another area. So we know what are the uses of improving vocabulary. If you want express effectively, clearly, so we have to learn new words. We have to improve vocabulary, and by improving vocabulary, so we can express effectively, and it enables to think. It enables sharpens our thinking process, and also advantage using of English. These are the uses of improving our vocabulary. Now, how can we improve vocabulary? That is the most important area. How can we improve vocabulary? So always keep in mind, there is no hard and fast rule to improve our vocabulary. There are some other ways are there. No hard and short fast rule. There are some ways are there. So we have discussed some. We have identified 4 areas to improve our vocabulary. By improving our vocabulary, we can express clearly and effectively. Okay, so to improve vocabulary, we have identified 4 ways. First one is using a dictionary regularly. That is one case. Using a dictionary regularly. Learning root words, basic words, base words, root words. Next, learning the use of meanings of prefixes and suffixes. Next one is learning one word substitutes. These are the 4 ways to consider to improve our vocabulary. So in today's class, we focused on first area, that is using a dictionary. Okay, improving vocabulary using a dictionary. We focused on first area, that is using dictionary. How dictionary is helpful to improve our vocabulary? We have discussed so far. What is the dictionary? Yes, dictionary is a list of words. Dictionary is a reference book that contains list of words. They are generally arranged in alphabetical order. For every language, it has a dictionary. Not only English, for every other language, it has its own dictionary. Dictionary is a reference book, a list of words. Okay, by using dictionary regularly, we can improve our English. Okay, and we have found every dictionary has good features. Okay, so we have discussed some good features of English to improve our vocabulary. What is the first one? Alphabetical order. This is a common feature of every dictionary. Okay, alphabetical order. We can find words in alphabetical order. This is a common feature. Next, meanings or meaning. So every word, if you want to improve your vocabulary, you have to refer the meaning of the word. So some words have more than one meaning, multiple meanings, as we have identified as some examples. Okay, so we will find meanings in a dictionary, not only meaning. So some as meanings, we will find meanings of a word, multiple meanings of a word. So in that case, we can improve our vocabulary. For example, iron or water. is a word, but it has two meanings. Okay, iron and water has two meanings. So by referring to dictionary we can improve our vocabulary. Next one is word family or word class or parts of speech. Okay, so by referring dictionary we can find the word family of the word. So already you know that a word has different duties in different situations. So that is called parts of speech. A word can be used as a verb and noun. Same word. Sometimes it is used as a verb, noun. Sometimes it is used as a verb, and sometimes it is used as an adjective. So by referring dictionary, we can find the word family. The word is a preposition, or it is an adjective, or it is an adverb, or it is an mm, pronoun, or it is a noun. Like, okay, by that way we can improve our vocabulary. Okay, by referring dictionary we can find the word class. Next important feature is pronunciation. By referring dictionary we know the pronunciation of a word, how it is pronounced. Okay, how it is pronounced. Okay, pronunciation different from American English to British English. We can find both the pronunciation symbols. Okay, phonetic symbols are there. By using phonetic symbols we can learn how to pronounce the word. Okay, in every good dictionary we can find the pronunciation of the words by differing phonetic symbols. Next one is spelling. Spelling is also important part of vocabulary. How a word is spelled in American English and British English. By referring dictionary we can find different spellings of the same word. How it is used in American English, how it is spelled in British English. That is another feature. Next, word stress. Word stress, that is also important feature. Okay, sometimes same word is there, but it is stressed in different ways. Used as a noun we stress somewhere, used as a verb we stressed in different way. Okay, that is also stressing. Okay, word is a sometimes word is a combination of syllables. One monosyllabic means one syllable, or two syllables, or more than two syllables words are there. So based on the usage we can stress somewhere. Okay, for example I have seen protest, like that. By referring dictionary we can know the word stress. That is also important part of using dictionary. That improves, that enhances our speaking skills. By knowing word stress we can speak as a native speakers. Next important part of uh, feature of dictionary is usage of a word. Always keep in mind, expanding your vocabulary doesn't mean know the meanings and memorizing the definitions. That is not. Usage is most important. Always keep in mind, not only knowing the meanings and memorizing the definitions. Usage is important. By referring a good dictionary we can find the usage. Okay, some examples are there, how it is used as a verb, how the same word is used as a noun. We can find usages, some examples also there. So by different dictionary we can improve our usage of words. That is another feature of an important feature of dictionary. Next, countable and uncountable. So by referring dictionary we can find whether it is countable or uncountable nouns. Okay, synonyms, antonyms, this is also important part of learning and improving our vocabulary. Okay, so by observing dictionary, by referring dictionary we can find the synonyms and antonyms of the word. Okay, this is another way to improving vocabulary using a dictionary. By referring dictionary we can find not only meanings and word class of the word. We can learn its pronunciation, we can learn its word stress, we can learn its usage, and also very important is its synonyms and antonyms. Synonyms means similar meanings of the same word. Antonyms means opposite meaning of the word. By using dictionary, we can learn all these synonyms and antonyms of the certain word. That is part of improving your vocabulary. After learning all these synonyms and antonyms, then we have to use them, usage. Okay, this is one. And collocations, that is also an important part. How native speakers use words. Some words always go together. Okay, for example, large J, complaint, staged a protest. Those words are always go together. Make a mistake, like, okay. By referring dictionary, we can know all these collocation of words. Okay, these are the some important areas of using a dictionary, important features of using a dictionary: alphabetical order, meanings, spellings, word stress, pronunciation, word stress, usage, synonyms, antonyms, and collocations. Okay, by referring a dictionary, we can learn all these areas, so that enhances our vocabulary, that improves our vocabulary. So this is the one area of improving vocabulary. Today we focused on how to improve vocabulary. So one area is improving vocabulary through a dictionary. We have seen all of these with some examples. The next class we will focus on another area of how to improve vocabulary. Okay, signing off.